We continue our reading of Lest We Forget. Remember, we have nothing to fear for the future, except as we shall forget the way the Lord has led us and his teaching in our past history. A daily devotional by author George R. Knight. Today's reading, January 19. Joseph Bates invades the South. My God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths, and they have not hurt me. Daniel 6:22. Millerism, given the fact that most of its leaders were abolitionists, wasn't welcome in the South. Yet requests for preachers kept coming. The May 1843 Millerite General Conference, however, decided not to send lecturers into the slave states because of the danger and difficulty. But in early 1844, Joseph Bates came under conviction that God had called him to minister to both the slaves and their owners. The intrepid missionary, after experiencing some modest success in Maryland, found himself challenged and denounced by a Methodist lay leader who attacked the doctrine of the Advent in a violent manner. In the midst of his attack, the man began to talk about riding us out of town on a rail. "We are ready for that, sir," Bates shot back. "If you'll put a saddle on it, we would rather ride than walk." "You must not think," he continued, "that we have come 600 miles through the ice and snow at our own expense to give you the midnight cry without first sitting down and counting the cost. And now, if the Lord has no more for us to do, we had gladly lie at the bottom of the Chesapeake Bay as anywhere else until the Lord comes. But if he has any more work for us to do, you can't touch us." The Newark Daily Advertiser reported the incident, noting that the wreck of matter and the crush of words is but a small consideration to one who can take things so coolly. On another occasion during that same tour, a Southern judge accosted Bates, saying that he understood that he was an abolitionist who had come to get away our slaves. "Yes, Judge," Bates replied, "I am an abolitionist and have come to get your slaves, and you too." Bates and his companion were especially gifted in being able to give their message to slaves. At times they even chose to walk from one appointment to another so that they would be able to talk to the slaves they met outside of the hearing of other whites. The poor slaves, he reported, feasted upon the Advent message, especially when they learned that the Jubilee was so near at hand. They seemed to drink it down as the ox drinks water, and from what I have since heard, I believe that many of them will be ready when Jesus comes. God never ever said our path through life would be easy, but he has promised that if we are faithful to him, he will bless us and be with us. As Christians, we can praise God for all his blessings every day. This concludes our reading today of Lest We Forget.